Hey guys, Elizabeth, the curly-haired country gal. Now there's a lot of things that I'm doing on the homestead, and there's even more things that I want to be doing. But the rabbitry continues to be a place that I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time, and so I really want to improve this. So I dug into the ground 2 or 3 feet for this rabbitry enclosure that we have, and I love the rabbitry, but unfortunately when you dig 2 or 3 feet down into the ground, land starts to slide, kind of like this. And then that makes me think of this. Trying to bring down the mountain! But anyway, I digress. The reason is because I'm kind of fighting with nature right now, and I have these doors where the ground is falling and getting in the way, especially right here. Whereas last summer this was beautiful with paved rocks down there or cement blocks, and I could easily open the doors. It's not looking so good now. Especially because the rabbits decided to get down here and dig a burrow in there, so they kicked out quite a bit of dirt, plus it just falls. So in order to free up more time for other projects this year I'm so excited about, I really need to get the rabbitry kind of under control. That way I can rotationally graze the rabbits in these pens like I'd been hoping, keeping them off their own poop for a while. But more importantly, my daughter is the one who's in charge of feeding the rabbits, and with these buck pens, when the ground is spilled over them, she can't open and close the door by herself, so I'm out here anyway helping. The door to Mac's pen is really not bad, but it's really just a matter of time. And then in the rabbitry, we have 3 other doors that look like this. This one needs to be reinforced somehow on the outside and inside, but yeah, definitely. It's hard to close, hard to move around. And then this is the big one, the big area that I had to dig out. So that is just, it's so much earth. I just need to figure out a way to keep it from falling. Not as bad over here. So the big question is, can I use something from around the property or make something to keep that earth from falling more, make it a lot easier to access and get into the rabbitry and out of the rabbitry. So as I was walking around our property from the previous owners, I found these. So these are old shelving units that I think are gonna work perfectly. This one's probably a great one for that real deep area that I need. And then there's this other one. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 shelving pieces that I can use. But before I can actually put those in, I need to get 2 of my favorite tools on the homestead. My handy dandy pickaxe and shovel. So I'm kind of thinking that this could go inside the door, sit down here, kind of right down there. But step 1 is dig all this out and keep the buns from escaping. When I was working on the rabbitry last summer, getting it ready for rabbits, every time I started digging, I couldn't help it but think of this song. Anyway, back to work. We dig, 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 in our mine the whole day through. Whew, look at that. You can actually see the rocks that I put in there now. And the best part, so easy. The big test is after a rain, is it going to keep the ground from falling down? We're supposed to get rain later this week, so let's find out. I just cut this, and I'm going to see if I can slide it in. Check it out. Oh yeah. So I'm just going to secure this with some wires and do it to the other ones. Okay, so this is day like 3 or 4 after installing this, and we're finally getting a little bit of rain. So this won't be an awesome indicator of how things are going because I kind of want to wait for a big rain, but let's take a look. Okay, good. We can still open it easily. These guys knocked their water over and they need more water, but good, excellent. Well, that's looking great. Let's check out Matt. I got this all cleared out, and you kind of have to lean against this one a little bit still, but I think my daughter can still handle that. I'm just kind of waiting for that dirt back there to fill it in, and let's just see what happens. But Looking good.
Several days later.
It's a beautiful new day. I knew we were gonna get some rain, and it came. We have had a ton of rain, and my daughter told me that there was a massive amount of water in Mac's doorway the other day, so I'm gonna take a look here. Wow. Yeah, it might be hard to see, but there's definitely a good couple inches of water down there. Wow. Okay, yep. Definitely some standing water. And good. Yep, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Some land has fallen down there. Good. However, I don't see Mac in here. And now more digging.
Dig, 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 dig is what we like to do.
All right, so that is shoveled out. And I'm gonna go ahead and support these. It's gonna help the most if I also end up supporting that, because that's gonna keep spilling down. This is gonna be a good start. Now, I was hoping to see Mac amongst the does, wondering if he jumped over the fence, but he's a silver rabbit, and I'm only seeing 2 silver rabbits over here with the does, and those are the does. So I think that means Mac jumped out. I don't see any fur, any sort of sign of struggle, so I don't think he got attacked by something, but I'm guessing he jumped out. And really, that was kind of a matter of time. I had this beautiful covering all over the rabbitry with PVC and bird netting over it to keep the rabbits in, to deter hawks. I knew it wasn't going to keep anything like raccoons out, but in the last snowstorm we had, it got totally demolished, so I had to rip everything off. So I've known that it's been kind of a matter of time before something happens with predators coming in or the rabbits getting out. So I know I have to work on that and repair that. It's getting higher on the list now. So I induced a little bit of a landslide here on purpose to push some earth against that, and it's doing good. Hooray! So I only have one more wire shelf to put in here right now, and this door closes pretty well consistently, but this one kind of caves in consistently, so I think I'm going to focus on that one. All right, I just got this one cut, and time to finish digging.
We dig, 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 dig from early morn till night.
Ooh, I cut this one a little short. Oh, hopefully it'll still work okay. So the third door is done. I know this area is still going to be a problem with the ground falling, especially because they are deciding to start a burrow down there. So I'm going to have to block this off somehow. Right, bud? Yeah. But for now, it is much better. Now you're going to be stuck in there forever. So now we just need to wait for a big rain and see how it holds up. Okay, it's been a beautiful day today, but we got that big rain I was hoping for, and so we can see how things are looking over here. Okay, so after a big rain, there's definitely some mud down here. Okay, yeah, so I think that's pretty much what I was hoping for. There's a little bit of spillage at the bottom, but it still opens and closes really easily, and this grate is keeping the mud at bay. Okay, let's check it out on the inside. But still no sign of Mac. All right, and this one, but no, you can't jump out. No. This one is also looking just fine. After the rain, even better than the other one. Excellent. And down here is looking good too.